Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Karkadash, and the Heavenly Father. The true name is Yahweh, and His unbegotten Son, Bahashem, and Mashak Yahushai. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashmon Kadash tongue, and I say Barakatham to the elders, or Akim Akwaf, and I say Shalom. And this is a prophecy update as of December the 9th, 2024, on this Monday afternoon. Israel stopped Iran aiding Assad, Wall Street Journal reports. It says Ukraine conflict veterans, elites of Russia, Putin mentioned. China opens antitrust probe in the U.S. chip making giant. BRICS is not interesting in weakening dollar. India foreign minister reports. Western democracy is dead. RT chief editor-in-chief reports. EU countries suspend asylum applicants from Syria. It says Syrian opposition flag raised over Moscow embassy reports. Zelensky to call Biden over NATO hopes. South Korea president banned from leaving country. That's interesting. It says Kyiv reveals terms of 20 billion U.S. loan. Putin personally approves asylum. Kremlin mentions. Kremlin comments on faith of Russian military bases in Syria. Russia to enlist AI to fight corruption, chief prosecutor mentions. And this is a news article from the Jerusalem Post as of December 9th, 2024, and it reads by Reuters. Blinken warns Islamic State will try to establish capabilities in Syria. The U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken warned on Monday that the Islamic State will try to use its period to reestablish capabilities in Syria, but said the United States is determined not to let that happen. It says Blinken says Syrian has choose their future, adding that statements by rebel leaders towards building exclusive governments are welcome, but that the real measure will be in action to take, not just what they say. It says another news article as of December the 9th, 2024. As of December 9th, 2024, it reads from the Jerusalem Post Times. The IEF strikes Syrian air and ground forces bases following the collapse of Assad regime. And this is a developing story. It says strikes attribute to Israel at Latakia Air Base in Syria. Syrian rebels said they have granted amnesty to all army conscripts. And this is the book of Luke 21, verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and the moon and the stars upon the earth. The expressive nations will perplex the seas rich ruin. Second address, chapter 9, verse 3. And there shall be seen earthquakes, uproars of people in the world, right? Increasing earthquakes and increasing uproars of people in the world. Second address 15 and verse 15. For the sword that destruction draweth nigh, and one people should stand up and fight against another with swords in hands. Right? We know the modern day sword is a weapon. That's what we've been seeing. Seditions among the nations and the uproars of people in the world. Like it says, that second address 9 verse 3. Second address 15 verse 16. For there should be sedition among men, betting one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and of course their actions stand that power. It's the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Right, as we're seeing the nuclear escalations are heating up among the nations. And the Heavenly Father is waking up the mighty man, putting that warlike mindset in these armies of nations. As we see in the increasing of the nuclear escalations, seditions, and uprises and uproars of people world, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, wars and rumors of wars. The second world past, behold, the third world coming quickly. Armageddon, armor God one. Joel 3 verse 10. Beat your plowshares and the swords and the plenty hooks and the spears, let the weak say I'm strong. Right, let the weak say I'm strong of the arms of nations. Let's go to Arab news. Israeli army in Golan buffer zone violates in 1974 deal, the UN reports. Turkey military helicopter collided, killing 6 military personnel. It says Trump, Middle East envoy warns of consequences if Gaza hostages not released soon. Fall of Syrian government could usher in groups wave, UK experts reports. Israel said it will destroy Syria's heavy strategic weaponry. It says explosions in central Israel from drone launch from Yemen. And this is a news article from December 9th, 2024, and it reads, explosions in central It says explosions in central Israel launched from drones from Yemen. And it says Houthi rebels in Yemen, supported by Iran, has launched several attacks against Israel. It says a drone likely launched from Yemen exploded on the top floor of a residential building in central Israeli city of Yerevan and on Monday, causing no injuries. The Israeli army in an emergency service said, following the initial report of a UAV, unnamed aerial vehicle that likely originated from Yemen, impact in the area in Yerevan, the army says. A spokesperson of the Israeli Emergency Service (MDA) and the reports were received of an explosion on the 15th floor balcony of the building in Yerevan, and after a search, no injuries were reported. A Houthi spokesperson claimed that the drone attack on Monday evening. The Houthi rebels in Yemen, supported by Iran, has launched several attacks against Israel, saying that they are acting in solidarity with the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip, where Israelis have been at war with the militants Hamas for over a year. It's the book of Matthew. It's the book of Matthew 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Right, that was the sign of wars and rumors of wars. The pro-Iranian groups of Houthi rebels going against the Israeli Defense Force. That's wars, rumors of wars. Iran versus Israel. That's wars and rumors of wars. The pro-Iranian groups over there in the region over there in Western Asia going against the Israel Defense Force. That's wars and rumors of wars. Anthony Blinken mentioned that a potential re-Islamic resurgence now that the president Assad was flee from the country of a potential new government, of a potential of a resurgence of the Islamic State. That's a sign of wars and rumors of wars. As you already got the clash that's been heating up over there in the area, especially resurgence of those rebel groups over there. They've been targeting the Syrian government, the Syrian armies, and the Syrian government as well too. As you got two different wars that's been definitely been taking place in the current war and the proxy wars and the escalations and seditions that have been heating up throughout that whole region, which is going to see continue to intensify. So those are signs of wars and rumors of wars, which is only going to continue to increase. Of the increasing nuclear escalations are heating up between the different nations. That's why, Joel, the third chapter, that the Heavenly Father is putting that warlike mindset. And this is being proclaimed among the Gentiles, which are the armies of nations, as we see in the nuclear escalations are heating up around the world, especially over there in Western Asia. Matthew 24, verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. Matthew 24, verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, right? Different ethnicity of nations, armies, and groups clash against one another. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. It says 148 killed in the Haiti capital violence over the weekend, UN reports. It says the India envoy in Bangladesh to smooth the months of tensions. Military leaders are rattled by the list of worker offers that a group urged and ceased to fire. Pressure grows in France, Macron to name a new prime minister. Evacuations underway as Philippines volcano erupts. It says Taiwan military sets up emergency response ahead of China's drills. Right, as we've been seeing, Taiwan versus China been heating up in that region. And this is another sign of wars and rumors of wars. It says Taiwan military sets up emergency response ahead of Chinese drills. It says China expected to launch another round of exercise borders around the island. Taiwan's military has activated its combat readiness exercise at a strategic location. Taiwan military sets up an emergency response center and raised its alert level on Monday, saying China has set up several zones of reserve and airspace and dispatch and Navy fleets and Coastal Guard boats to water the island. China, which claims democratically govern Taiwan at its own territory, has been expected to launch another round of exercise in response to Taiwan's President Ye Ching-ti trip to the Pacific, which including stopovers in Hawaii and the U.S. territory Guam. Security sources had told Reuters China set up 7 temporary reserve areas in the airspace to the east of the eastern Fujian and Zhejiang province. Taiwan defense minister said in a statement, adding to those zones are valid from Monday to Wednesday. Such zones are temporary reserve allocating for the particular use during the set period, though other flights can pass through with permission. missions for controllers according to the international rule. China Defense Ministry did not immediately respond to a British request from comment. Taiwan's military says it has activated combat readiness exercise in strategic locations, and its navy and coastal boats are closely monitoring Chinese military activities. Any unilateral and irrational provocation actions could seriously destroy peace and stability in the Indo-Pacific. That will not be welcomed by the international community, Taiwan Defense Minister says. Matthews 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars, rumors of wars. Right, that China-Taiwan situation. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. Matthews 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. And this is the book of Revelations, 11, verse 14. The second will pass, behold, the third will come quickly. Right, so the second will pass, behold, the third will come quickly. So this was just a quick sit-down lesson of the prophecy updates as of December the 9th, 2024 on this Monday afternoon. So with that, I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Kakadash. And the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Ba'Shem, and name Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, Lashwan Kadash Little Tongue. And I say Barakatham to the elders, Wa'akim Akwaf. Until next time, I will say Shalom.